call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work first. Play action on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance.
He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Eastern Michigan going fast.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air, it's Combs. And they can't make the connection on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Coles. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's got it down the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat, thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Combs. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's Beal. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Combs. Caught close to the marker. It's Beal. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're...
Unleashes one deep. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Got room to work.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the running back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Penn State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Combs. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Complete with conviction on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again.
Well,
fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Houston is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Combs. And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a draw. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Combs. Makes the grab on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Eastern Michigan, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Combs. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's caught.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Beal. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Tackle is made at the 37. And that's a first down for the offense.
Back to throw. It's Camarda. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Penn State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 4 over Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a big gain. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball is going to come out. Nice job on the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Eagles. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 19 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to add another.
Here is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5.
Returner is tackled down at the 20.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll sneak it. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Creates a little room.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. At this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Camarda. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
At the 47. That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Beal.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Wants to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big rip red zone opportunity here. They'll go to the ground. But just shedding tackles. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Nittany line.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 21 over Liberty. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now on first down from the 30.
And first down for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Camarda. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Oh, what a cut! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. There he goes! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Second down coming up.
Wants to throw. It's Camarda. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the games. Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Camarda. The sure hands, it's Punga. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.